What's up? What's up? I'm gonna do a quick video on how to install the steering wheel control. I happen to be working on a 2004 to 2000. Uh, this model is 2004 to 2008, if I remember correctly. But I think it goes higher than that. But just for 100% certain, I know it's 2004 to 2008. Nissan Titan. Doesn't matter what kind of cab, but so how to do the steering wheel control. So I've looked at some other videos. I've looked at a lot of videos. I've done a lot of research. I've been online. I've been doing hours. Hopefully can save you some time. Again, the video is not going to be super awesome, but maybe you can get what you can out of it. All right, so how to install the steering wheel control. There's two versions of it. This is this version right here. All right, so first thing, you have this book in here, and what you're gonna do, you're gonna go into the book and you're gonna find what kind of car you have. I happen to have the Nissan Titan, Nissan Titan 2004, and then this row right here tells you that once you hook it up, how to connect it once it's hooked up. And with this particular model, you can hold the volume up. Other models are going to be different. This next row right here tells you what pin to use in the 24-pin wiring harness. All right, so in the 24-pin wiring harness, this is the setup. You get this, and you get this thing right here, right? And you get this black cord, which I have plugged together. I'll explain all this stuff because I haven't found a video yet that really explains it. So I'm going to show you in the video. So on this plug right here, all right, so they have in the paperwork you get, I don't have the paperwork with me right now. They show you what the plug looks like looking at it from this angle right here, right? So, what is this angle right here? Yeah. So basically, the way it works is that it would be, if I'm looking at it this angle right here, that's number one, that's number two. All right, the top row from right to left is how you count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, pay attention to how I'm holding the plug. So you make sure you get your count straight. If the count is like this, top row, right to left is how you count. Starting at the top, going down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, according to the book, the Nissan Titan, 2004 Nissan Titan, uses plug 5 and plug 2, right? So starting from the top, I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm using these two wires, all right? These are the only two wires I'm gonna need for my car, my truck. So the rest of the wires I fold up. The reason for the rest of the wires is because they're for every kind of model truck, right? All right, now, what you're gonna do, obviously, the black and the red wires you wanna ground. I ran my red wire to my stereo interface positive, right? ACC. And my black wire, I ran it to stereo interface ground, right? So, but these wires here are gonna go to your car, all right? And this big plug right here, this will plug into the back of your stereo, into the back of your stereo. I happen to be putting a super big ass 11-inch touchscreen into my truck, right? Now, the thing is with this particular stereo, as you will know, with most other non-name brand stereos, they don't have the plug for this. They don't have the plug for the steering wheel interface. Some of them do, some of them don't. This one doesn't, right? So what do? There you have this, okay? So this is for if you get a stereo without a plug in the back. Now, the way you know what wires go to what, right? So let's imagine this is a solid color, this is stripe color. So let's imagine this is positive and negative. So your plug, this is the plug that goes to the stereo. This is the side of the plug that goes to the car, okay? And this plug here goes to the interface. Remember, this plug goes to the stereo, this plug goes to the car. So I'm gonna go to my stereo plug and I'm look through the wires for the key, right? Say key 1 and key 2. Key 1 and key 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug this in here, and the positive wire is going to go to 1, the key 1, and the negative wire is going to go to key 2. You can rewind this video as many times as you need, but that's how it works. So so this part here, this plug plugs into your receiver. The 2 wires that you're going to need for whatever model car you have goes directly into the car wiring, okay? And the last plug goes to the box, which just hangs. All right, now how to find your car wiring. Which wires you plug into for your car. All right, so let's go further on into the book. So this is the year, make, model. This is what happens once you plug it in and how to get it connected. This lets you know what 2 wires you're going to need for your model car off of this interface, right? Where we at right here? All right, this right here, these last 3 right here are going to tell you what plugs to use on your car. All right, excuse me, this one here tells you you're looking for a 24-pin AV harness, right? And then out of the 24 pin, which ones do you need of the 24 pins? So once you find a 24 pin in your vehicle, it's going to be 12, 13, and 14 for my particular Titan, right? 12, 13, 14. And it tells you what color the wires are going to be: red, green, and blue. Now I will tell you this. This is not super accurate, right? If it gives you both colors, you're in the game. Because for the most part, it is accurate. But like with all my wires here, they're actually 2 colored. The main color, the shell, which would be the first color. The second color is the stripe. So the shell is correct. It's red, blue, and green, right? However, these do have other colors on them as well, like a stripe. It's not quite a stripe. They're more like dots, but they do have other colored dots on it. So it kind of threw me off for a while until I figured it out. All right, so for Nissan Titan, or for whatever car you have, right, you're going to use pin 5 and 2 off this harness. Then you're going to look for the 24 pin or whatever you have, right, for your vehicle harness in your car. And then once you find a 24 pin harness, you're going to use pin number 12, which is going to be red, pin number 13 is going to be a green wire, and pin number 14 is going to be a blue wire. All right, now once you find the first wire, pin number 12, you're going to connect vehicle's first ASWC wire color, right? Which would be number 5. My first one is 5. So we're going to connect 5 with number 12. And with number 13, we're going to use the second wire color. And my second wire color was number 2. So I'm going to connect 2 to number 13. And then with the last one, I'm going to take this wire and I'm going to ground it. All right. So I'm going to find the ground in the car. Now, you shouldn't, I guess you probably could get away with it, but I personally wouldn't use this grounding off of my connectors, stereo connector, right? I personally wouldn't, but I guess you could, because with mine, I have extra grounds. I have this ground here and this ground here. This is for my amp ground, my factory amp ground, right? But I'm not going to. I'm going to ground mine directly to my car. So, all right. This part here is specifically for the Nissan Titan 2004 to 2008 owners who are having trouble finding their plug. Whenever you take the face off, remember, there's going to be all kind of plugs that go here. But on this side right here, there's this plug. Now, there's 2 ways to take this plug off. You can take it from here, which I didn't. I took it from the lower part. But if you take it from here, you want to follow this plug and unplug it from here, and that is your 24 pin connector. Look, it took me a minute to figure this out, but I figured it out. Hopefully I can save some time. If you're looking on your 2004 to 2008 Nissan Titan and you can't find a 24 pin connector, it will be this connector right here. Just follow it down until you get to this plug and unplug it. And the car part of this plug would be your 24-pin connector. This is for the 04, the 08 Nissan Titans, or anybody else who has a Titan that's having a hard time finding the 24-pin plug. Now, as for finding your plug in your car, right, and how to find the pins on your plug. So again, for mine, my wire comes from this corner right here up to here, right? Now, the way they count my wiring is weird crazy. Real quick, if you go to the book, you go all the way to the back of the book, they have every single kind of plug, right, for all cars, supposedly. And say, for example, my car, Nissan Titan, they talk about a 16-pin and a 16-pin here. Well, I mean Nissan, but obviously it's not for the Titan because Titan has a 24-pin, but they don't have any 24-pin plugs in here for Titan that I can see. Anyway, so if your car, which is Nissan or Ford or whatever, that has the right correct pin, then that's what you're gonna go by. You're gonna take your plug and you can look at it the way they show you in the video or in the picture, like that. And that's how you're gonna count. However, this specifically for the Nissan Titan 2004 to 2008, ours don't work that way. First off, you're gonna use this plug here that comes down in the corner up to here. Remember, this plugs into another plug which goes into your face. And this is the way they count this, right? Is like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, like that, right? And then look on the back, remember, red, blue, and green. That is the correct wiring. So it would be, if I remember correctly, 1, 2, remember, purple 1, yellow 2, up and down, up and down. So be 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Oh wait, so I have it backwards. It's yellow at the bottom. Yellow would be number 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, my bad. So it starts with the bottom, top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Right? That's how it works. So yellow would be 1, purple would be 2, whatever green, brown 4. 1, 2, 3. Number brown is gonna be 4, and work your way across. So this would be the red wire right here would be number 13, and the blue wire right here would be number 14. 2004 to 2008 Nissan Titan. Remember, so this blue wire, what I'm gonna do is I'm either gonna drill a hole here to use as ground, or I'll just do the easier route and just use that screw right there as the ground. And then I'm going to connect my number 5 wire, right? Which would be the gray and the red wire. I'm going to connect my number 5 wire to the red wire, to this wire. And then my number 2 wire, which would be the green and the white wire, I am going to connect to the green wire on the back right here, right? Green and gray. All right. Now, one last tip, and I'll let y'all go. They say you really shouldn't use butt connectors. That you should actually solder the wire, connect them directly, wire to wire, nothing in between, because the steering wheel interface uses resistance to tell, to read stuff. So that's what they say. That's how I'm gonna do it. You can try with the butt connectors. If that doesn't work, disconnect it and connect it directly, and maybe it'll work that way. Just in case you run into some issues. One of the things you can try is if you happen to ground your interface to your car stereo, right? If you happen to use your car stereo bundle to ground the interface, and when you plug it up the interface doesn't work, take the ground and ground it directly to your car. That's one. If again you have ground directly to the car, right, and everything connected and it still doesn't work, check to make sure that you have them wired directly. No butt plugs, no splices, nothing like that. Wire them wire to wire, copper to copper, right? And if that doesn't work, I don't know what to tell you. Call the company or make sure the wires are correct and so on and so forth. But that's the best I can do. Hope this helps. I mean, if you have any questions, ask me. Cause I install stereos all the time, but it's not really a big deal for me, cause I buy and sell cars, just extra money and stuff like that. I always put stereos and TVs and stuff in it, but this is the first time I've ever did the steering wheel control. Cause most of the cars I deal with are older cars, 2000, 2001, 2003, 5, shit like that. So hopefully this helps. Thanks for watching.